All right, welcome Internet world. We are in day 2 of our GIMP class, and today we're just going to go over the basics of GIMP. So if you open up GIMP and you don't have a toolbox, you're going to go to Windows, New Toolbox, and you're going to go to Windows, Dockable Dialogs, over to Layers. You want to have these two toolboxes up all the time. All right, so today we want to create a 20 by 20 button. Does anybody remember how to do that? Yes. File, New. We're going to go to File, New. And you have a width and height there. It's always going to ask you for width and height. I'm going to go a 120 by 120. Okay, there's your 120 by 120. How do I make it bigger? Teach Katie how to make it bigger. Yeah. Okay, I normally don't go to my zoom in button. You could go to here. I just hit Control and roll. I roll my mouse. I hit the Control button and roll the mouse. So you see that, Katie? Hit the Control button and roll your mouse up and down. Everybody know what the mouse roller is? Okay, it's that little scrolling roll button on your mouse. Okay, should be right in between your fingers. All right, so that is a button. Now, how do we make this? By the way, is there really such thing as a round button? Not really. You're usually all square, but if we add an alpha channel, we can make it look round. Are you guys with me? So, Katie, what we did yesterday is that if you take your mouse over here on the left, you can go and learn and hover over any one of these tools, okay, and find out what they do, okay? What's the other thing she can do to every single tool? Yeah, double click. So if you double click on it, you're going to get the tool's options open, all right? And then you can, delete these and add these and do sizes. And a lot of times, folks, I will tell you this, that some of these tools options you need to drag down because there will be more stuff down below that you can't see. See that? Drag it down until you get everything you can see there. All right? So that's just something you need to learn, do a little discovery learning on that. So today what we're going to do is we're going to grab an ellipse tool, right? And I'm going to start at the top left corner. And I'm going to drag it down to the very bottom left corner. And I'm going to show you this. If you double click on this, you guys can get really, really exact with this. All right, look at that. Actually, I did it perfect right there. Do you guys see that I did it perfect right there? Do you see that I started at 0, 0? Guess where 0, 0 is? The very top left of this corner is 0, 0 here, okay? So that means I hit that top corner perfectly, and what's the size of it? 120 by 120. So that means I did this, I couldn't have done it any better, all right? I couldn't have done it any better. Let's say you missed the top left corner. I didn't do it exactly, right? So let's hit Control-Z. By the way, there you go, Katie. What did we learn? What does Control-Z do for us? Undo, okay? So if you ever mess something up, let's say I go like this right here, right? Is that a perfect circle? It looks good, but look, do you guys see how the position's a little off here? It's at 1, 1, and it's at 119, 118. Are you with me? So could I back this down to 0 and 0 and make this perfect for me, 120 by 120? Yeah. So you see how I did that? You can make it be a perfect circle. And that makes sense, right? Because we're dealing with a computer, and computers can be exact. All right? So you got a circle on there? Okay. You got a perfect circle? All right, so now we want to color the circle in. What's my favorite tool? The blend tool. All right, so let's go down, double click on the blend tool. Katie, it's underneath the A. All right, so if you haven't gone through all these yet, just take a little time to put your mouse over top of all of them. Most of these I'm going to be explaining how to use this quarter. All right, so let's go down to the blend tool. It's my favorite tool. And then go to the gradient section in that tool, see where the colors are. And then you guys can go through there, and there's a bunch of different cool stuff in there. Are you guys with me on that? All right, so there is a bunch of, somebody pick one for me that you like, because I'm always picking. Yellow contrast. Where is it at? The bottom? Yellow contrast. Yeah, okay, I did this 6th period yesterday. I did this one yesterday. So that is yellow contrast. So if you don't like it, I hit Control Z all the time. Why? Because I'm not going to settle on my very first thing that I pick. Are you with me? So then I'm going to go down here and try bilinear. That's cool. And you could try bilinear cross. That's cool. You could try bilinear from top to bottom. That's cool. Are you with me? Kind of looks like the Steelers, if you're a Steelers fan. You can go diagonal with it. All right, so you can just drag this, hit Control Z, and have fun playing with this the whole time, right? All right, so then you can go down to radial. Go to the center out. It looks like an eyeball, right? So now, let's say you wanted to find out the exact middle, the center of my circle. Could I do that? Yeah, how could I find the exact center of my circle? Throw on a grid. So watch this, Katie. You're going to go up here and go to View. Go down about halfway and Show Grid, right? And then I can go to Image, one over, go to Configure Grid. And since I know it's 120 by 120, right? Remember I set it up to be 120 by 120 at the beginning? You guys remember that? What's halfway of a 120? 60. So I'm just going to go 60 by 60 grid, and boom, I found the exact center of my circle. Are you with me on that? So if I was making Pac-Man today, anybody know how I would make Pac-Man? Yeah. Yeah, I could keep cutting his mouth out. Yeah, exactly. So, you guys want to make Pac-Man today? All right, let's make a cool little Pac-Man today since we made a button yesterday. Well, I got to show her how to make a button, and then we'll come. How about we show her how to make a button, and then we come back and do a little Pac-Man. All right, are you guys with me on that? So, this now, like I can start going here, and I can see how that circle right now is exactly in the center of it. You guys see that? That's pretty cool. So, this is how you can get very professional with. So here's your square. Okay, once again, that's right in the center of the circle. Okay, you can go square down. All right, pretty cool stuff there. You guys see what I'm doing? I actually kind of like that. How do I get it to the middle? View, show grid, and then image, configure grid. View, show grid, and then go to image, configure grid. How many people know how to show a grid and configure it now? Okay. Pretty cool. Why are grids so important? Yeah, exact, right? We could be exact. You don't have to guess. You know, if you're doing this for professional reasons, are you with me? You want to be exact. You want to be a professional. So grids help you be professional. Are you with me on that? All right. So, Katie, you can just go through here and play with all these. You can go to conical. And a lot of these do have like center points in them. That's cool. You can go to the conical symmetrical. Okay, that's cool. You can go to shaped. And I don't even know what all these do. You know, I don't know what is the difference between all. You know, I just play with them, and if my eye likes it, I like it. Are you with me? Okay. So you go to shape spherical. That's cool. Okay. You go to shape dimpled. Okay, that's cool. And then you go to spiral. So I like these a lot. I like spiral a lot. I think they look really cool. Okay, I really like spiral. And then you got spiral CCW. You guys can Google what CCW is. All right. So let's say this is your arrow. Let's say this is going to be your arrow button, right, Katie? All right. So actually, I kind of like these back here. Which one did I like? This conical one was pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right. So what we're going to do now, Katie, is we're going to go to image configure grid again, and I'm going to make it like every 10. All right. Okay? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go grab the Lasso Tool, which is called the Free Select Tool, and I'm going to start making my arrow. Okay? So I'm going to go right here. All right, I'm going to go right there. Okay? And I'm going to go to that point. I'm going to go up. I'm going to go over to the middle. I'm going to go down. I'm going to go up 2 boxes, back out, and up. And now I can fill that in. What color do you think I ought to fill that in? Okay? If we were smart here, we'd probably use a color that's on the screen already. Are you guys with me? Get it to match. So do you guys remember what tool can allow us to pick a color that we like? The color select tool. So do you see the little paint dropper? Looks like a little paint dropper. Looks like a little ear dropper. You guys ever put eardrops in your ears before? So go click on that. And I like this little orange here. I think this orange is going to look good. And then go get the color, select it. So I have the orange down here. Now, Katie, we talked yesterday about finding the RGB values. So every single color on the computer is made with an RGB value, and here it is. This orange is 240 in the red, 158 in the green, and 0 in the blue. Okay? The HTML value of it is F09E00. Okay? So now what we can do is go get your paint can, double click on your paint can, go select the whole selection, all right? Not the area affected, not the similar selection, because if I do that, what happens? It just colored in some of those gold ones that were the same. Are you with me? Now, could you do this and make something look pretty cool? If you wanted to, yeah. Are you with me? Does that look pretty cool? Yeah, it looks pretty cool. And maybe, I don't know, maybe that's something you wanted to do. Are you with me? And if that's what you wanted to do, then do it. It does look actually pretty cool. Okay? But another thing I can do here is go to whole section and just fill this in, and now I got an orange arrow right there. Are you with me? Now, does that look professional? Yeah, that's a pretty good looking arrow. Okay? And now what we want to do is we want to make this look like a circle. So we have to add alpha channels. So Katie, watch this one time. You guys want to watch this one again because this was where people get lost. Okay? You want to open up your layers tool if it's not open. So Dockable Dialogues Layers. This is why we have the layers tools up. Over here you have a small icon of what I'm building, right? I'm going to right click on that icon and go down about 3/4 of the way down, and I'm going to add the alpha channel. Okay? Nothing happened. So now what I want to do is I want to delete everything that's white. The only problem, folks, is that, do you guys see that there's white in my button? What's going to happen to that white when I select it? It's going to delete it. So watch this. I'm going to show you a trick. I'm going to show you how to get away from this, all right? So this is going to be a little trick here today. So if I go and use the color picker, select by color, it's the red, green, and blue button. I'm going to go color select the white, and boom, it hit delete. All right, so now, do you see how it deleted some of my white button? You see that? You don't want that. So I'm going to hit Control-Z, and now I'm going to go get my paint can, and I'm going to go get like a funky purple color that I know is not in here. Do you guys see purple in here anywhere? Do you see purple in my button anywhere? No. So I'm going to go select a color that's not in there. So my eye does not see purple in there anywhere. Are you with me? So select a color you don't see. So I'm going to select purple. I'm going to go get my paint can, and all right. So I'm going to go select invert here, and let me paint outside of here. All right. So let me figure out. All right, so here's another way I can do this. All right, so another way I can do this is redraw my circle again. Okay, take your circle, redraw your circle. So what that did is that just selected everything that's inside the circle. Now we can go to select, invert, and hit delete. And now I I just deleted everything that was on the outside of the circle. Are you with me? Now watch this. If I wouldn't have selected and I hit delete, I would select everything in the middle. Do I want that? No. Hit Control Z. I want to go to select invert. I want to select the outside of the circle, and now it'll probably let me paint on it. Okay, yeah. So now it let me paint it on the paint on the outside of the circle. Are you with me? Now I could go and color select the purple and hit delete, and there you go. But do you see how I it colored some of the inside of the circle purple? Not sure I like that. All right, so let me go back here. Let me go to select invert and hit delete. Oh, select invert again and hit delete. There you go. All right. So that is my, which arrow is this? Right arrow, right? So do we save in Gimp? No, we don't save in Gimp, Katie. What do we do? File, export. You're working in a server here, so you don't want to save this. So Katie, you want to go File. Can I go over this with everybody one more time, because this seems to be a problem for a lot of people. That is a really cool looking button, by the way. That is sweet. Okay. You guys see how colors are cool? You guys see how you guys can really get that? That is a sweet looking button. Okay. I like it. I want that in my game. All right, can everybody watch how I export real quick? Because if you don't export right, you're going to still have a white background. You're going to be like, Mr. Richter, I still got a white background. Okay? So, first of all, you got to learn this. When you add alpha channels, you must save it as a PNG. Okay? There's two types of files. More expensive ones that handle alpha channels, right? But they're more expensive because they cost you more memory. There's cheaper ones, which are called a JPEG. All right? You guys know, you ever seen JPEGs before? All right, so there's two types of files that we deal with a lot in GIMP. Number one, a .png. Okay? And if you would go and look up a .png, I'll show you this real quick. Let's go look up something on the internet and put in .png in here. So let's look up Mario. So Mario, and then type in PNG. All right? So you're going to go to Images, okay? And now when I look at Mario and I click on him, right? Let's go find Mario here. Okay, do you guys see the checkerboard background? Okay, what's that mean? This has an alpha channel. Are you with me? These have alpha channels. If you put this into your app, you would only see Mario. You would not see the white and gray background. Are you with me on that? Okay. Now, could I go back here and look up Mario.jpg? Okay, JPG? Yeah. Okay. And now when I click on Mario, do you see a gray background? No. So if you tried to put this guy into your app, you're going to see Mario and the big white square. Would you want to see the big white square in your app moving around the screen? No, that would look totally stupid. Are you with me on that? Who understands this concept? Okay, so you got two types of files. PNGs if you got an alpha channel. If you don't have an alpha channel, fine. When I do backgrounds, right, when I do backgrounds and I don't have alpha channels in it, then I'm saving it as a JPEG so I don't use up so much memory in my app. Who's getting this? All right, I know it's information overload every single day, and that's okay. All right, let's go back to videos recording. Let's go back to GIMP. So, everybody watch this because there's going to be some technical spots in here that you got to watch. Hello? I need some eyes up here. File. Export as. I'm going to call this my right button. And it's going to be a .png. Okay? If I wanted to make it a JPEG, what would I do? .jpg. Watch this. I'll make it as a JPEG. Okay? That just made it as a JPEG. Is it going to be a round button? No. It's going to be round with a white part on the ends, on the corners. Are you with me? And I can show you that. I could just throw it into an app real quick and show you that. Okay? So I don't want to save it as JPEG. I want to go File, Export As. And this is all you do in GIMP. If you want it to be a PNG, you just put a PNG in there. Okay, now watch this. Watch this. Export. Sometimes you got to hit twice. And now you get this export as a PNG to come up. The very last box here, does everybody see this very last box? It says save color values from transparent pixels. That has to be on or off? Off. It has to be off. So what you got to do there is you got to uncheck that. Now this is what I do. If you're smart, this is what you would do. You ready? Uncheck it and hit save. Defaults. So that it's always off. And then export. Okay? And now let me show you one of my apps here. Okay? I will quickly show you one of my apps. Let's go to Thunkable. Okay, these are all my apps. Okay, I have tons of apps. Let's go to my apps. Maybe, do I have a Pacman in here? Ooh. No. I have no Pacman in here. So let's get out of Thunkable. All right, let's go into MIT. So I'll go into MIT real quick. So you guys can do this. You guys can go home, and I encourage you to do this. Go home to MIT App Inventor. All right, and log in with your Gmail account. You guys all need a Gmail account by the 7th week of class. All right, so you want to hit Start Creating Apps. All right, and then it's going to log me in with my Gmail account, which it probably knows who I am. Yep, it does. Okay, so it's going to log me in. There you go. And then here's my pack attack. All right, so there's what we did last quarter. Okay, so now let's go look at those two different arrows. Are you with me? Watch this. So you're going to go over here to Image, Upload, choose a file, and let's go to my Documents, and let's go find, there you go. Okay, so now, which one is this? This is the PNG. Which one's this? This is the JPEG. So watch what happens to the JPEG when I put it in here. Tell me if it looks good. Does that look good? Does that look good? Folks, tell me, be honest. Does that look good with the white background? No. Doesn't look good, right? So you could be like, man, I saved it with, I added the alpha channel. Well, yeah, you added the alpha channel, but you saved it as JPEG, and JPEGs don't handle alpha channels. Are you busy? So now watch this. Let's upgrade it. How can we upgrade it? Put in the PNG. Watch the PNG now. Does that one look better? Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Okay, that's a pretty good looking button. Look how crisp and clean it is. Even this one, that looks better than this one. See the little white around here? I don't like that little white dot at all. You guys with me on that? You'd want to get rid of that. I like this a lot better, a lot cleaner. All right. So let's go back to GIMP. How do I make the down button? How do I make the left button? And how do I make the up button? Rotate it. Okay, watch this. You ready? Right click, image, transform that image, and rotate it 90 degrees. What button do I have now? File export as, down.png. Boom, see how it's already off? Right click, image, transform, rotate 90 degrees. Which button do I have? Left.png. Export, boom. Right click, image, transform, 90 degrees, boom. File, export as, up.png, save it, boom, done. There you go. And now you go into your file folder. You guys should be creating a folder called like Q4 GIMPs, okay? And if you go into your documents, all right, those are all right here. So now you can just take these and I can throw those into my GIMP folder. Okay? All right. And here you go. Here's everything in my GIMP folder that I've made. Does that look pretty good? That's a pretty good looking button. I really like it. Okay? All right, so how do you make Pacman? Oh, so let me just throw these in here real quick and see how they look. Upload, choose file. Boom, boom, boom. Nope, that's the wrong folder. GIMP, Q4. There it is. There's the up button. All right, so you guys want to know how to make Pacman now? Who wants to know how to make Pacman? All right, so let's just go ahead and Control Z this. Just goes. All right. So once again, I'm going to go select invert and hit delete. That didn't work. Right click. I must have taken away my alpha channel. I'm going to do what I did before and drag a circle in here. Okay. Get that perfect. And go select invert and hit delete. And there you go. I have the alpha channel on the outside. Are you with me? Okay. Do we want Pacman to look like this, or do we want it to be the traditional yellow Pacman? Green? Yeah, it's all copyrighted. So here's what I would do, right? Watch this. I'm just going to make it out of this guy right here because it's going to match my buttons if I do that. Are you with me? So now everything's going to look congruent. So watch this. I'm going to go get my free select tool. Do I know where the middle is? All right, so if we don't know where the middle is, we want to go to Image, Configure, Grid. And I know it's 120, so half of 120 is 60 and 60. Are you with me? Okay. I just found the middle now. Do you see it? And now I'm going to click. I'm going to go out a little bit, let him start opening up in his mouth a little bit. Okay. And before I do that, I need to stop right here. Okay. So I'm going to stop right here, and I'm going to call this, before I cut it out, I'm going to call this guy Pack 1. Okay. .png, export it. And then I can go right here and hit delete, and there you go. I started to open up his mouth a little bit, and now I'm going to call this guy Pack2, PAC2, .png. All right. And now I'm going to go click here, go up, over, a little bit wider. And I don't know what's going on here. So let's go ahead and select off this guy. Let's go click off here. So here's what I do. If you ever like kind of messed up there with something you selected, just go get the rectangle and click on the gray part. Kind of resets the toolbox. And then go to here, go to the middle, go up a little bit more, around the mouth, down a little bit, over to the center, hit delete. And this is going to be export as. I already have Pack 2, so I'm going to save this guy as Pack 3. Okay, do it again. Select a little bit higher. And file, export as Pack 4.png. Okay, how's that look? So now I got Pack doing this, and I could animate my Pacman guys in my app doing this with a timer. Okay, everybody see how I did that? I will say this right now, it's very, very important. Very, very important on the coding side of this. Okay. Let's go back into my documents. Make sure that these are all identical names except for the letters. Lowercase PAC1, lowercase PAC2, lowercase. Don't have them all mixed up. Are you with me? If you did uppercase PAC, okay, that's fine. Then keep them all uppercase. Are you with me? But when you code this, you're going to type in it's PAC. And then you're going to add in the timer. And then you're going to add in the .png at the end. Okay? And I can show you how to do that when we get to coding. All right? How's that look? Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I think that's going to look pretty good. That's going to look pretty slick when you do that. That'll look pretty good. All right. That'll look pretty good. All right. How much time we got left? 10 minutes. All right. So we can do something else. Do you want to make a Pacman Ghost? You want to make a Pacman Ghost? All right, so let me show you how I make Pacman Ghost, okay? So we're going to go File, New. And you can do 120 by 120 again. That's fine. Keep them the same size. That's cool. All right. And this is how I make a Pacman Ghost. So you guys want to watch this because I'm going to go super quick. You ready? Remember I told you I don't like the pencil, the paintbrush, and the airbrush. What's my favorite tool? The blend tool. What's my second favorite tool? The lasso. I like to draw with my lasso. All right? So what you can do here is go to View, Show Grid. There you go. That's cool. And I can go get my lasso. All right? And I can just start, you know, just like going through these dots. All right? Down. I can go down to the bottom. I can go like up here if I want. I can go down, up, down, up, down, up. There you go. And there's my ghost. And now I can go get my blend tool. This is why I love my blend tool. Okay. And I can go get an orange. Okay. And boom, I got an orange ghost. You with me? And maybe I want to throw in some eyeballs. So I could go in here, right? Drag a circle eyeball. Go into my blend tool. Go into my yellow. Or let's give them some blue eyes. There's actually blue eyes in here. Have you guys seen eyeballs? Here they are. See the blue eyeball, the brown eyeball, and the green eyeball. So I'm going to go green eyeball here. Are you with me? And I'm going to go to radial, and I'm going to go to the center out, and boom, I have an eyeball. Is that cool? Okay. Now, could I copy and paste this? Yes, I could. So if you hit Control-C, Control-V, right? Oh, that's cool. I just messed it up, but that was pretty cool. All right. So now if you wanted to, you guys can go and click on your Select Rectangle Select tool, right? And I could select this eyeball right here with a Rectangle Select tool and hit Control-C, Control-V, and then boom, I have another eyeball I put right there. Is that cool? Could I give this guy a mouth? And by the way, there's another way of doing that. See how this little orange looks a little weird here? Okay. Could I have done the elliptical select tool? Yes, I could have. Okay. So I can select the eyeball that I want. Okay. Hit Control-C, Control-V, and now I move the little eyeball over here. You with me? Maybe put his eyeball up there. You with me? You guys see what I'm doing? Okay. And now you put it where you want. Now, could I make a mouth on this guy? Yeah, so I'm going to go back here. So this is anchoring means, hey, is this really where you want it? Then just click yes. And then go get your, go get this tool, and I can start making a mouth now. You guys see what I'm doing, how I make a mouth? Okay. And I can give them a funky mouth. All right. And now I can fill in that mouth. Well, let's give them a green mouth. Okay. So let's say I want to match this green. How could I match this green? Color pick it. Right. There you go. There's my green. And now I go get my paint can and I fill in my green mouth. Is that cool? Okay. Now, should this guy have an alpha channel? Yeah. So you're going to right-click, add alpha channel. I think we're going to have problems color picking the white again because I think we're going to lose some eyeball. Even though that could be cool. Are you with me? That could be cool that it has some like weird eyes like that. And if you like it, then do it. If you don't, you could hit Control-Z and then go get your paint can. Go get a funky color like purple. I don't see purple in here anywhere. Ooh, it filled in the white. All right, so let's go see what's up with the paint can. Double click on paint can, fill whole selection. Let's go fill similar colors. There you go. There you go. Fill similar colors, right? Now you can color pick the purple and hit delete, and now there you go. You have a ghost. All right? Does anybody know what the orange ghost is called? All right, so I just make Clyde.png. Clyde's done. All right. All right. Pretty cool. See how I made eyeballs? Did I take my little paintbrush and did I like doodle and paint every little thing in here? No. You don't have to, right? What's quicker than the paintbrush? The paint can and the free select tool. Are you with me? How long did it take me to make those eyeballs? Not long at all. But now let's say you wanted to give them some like funky eyes, right? Now could you go back and like select this eyeball in here? Select the eyeball and paint and like let's give him some red eyes, some blood red eyes. You guys with me? So go to your pencil, okay? Now my pencil is like, can you guys shut that door? It's time to go. All right, so now I can give him some blood red eyes, okay? And I can do all this with the what? I can do it all with the pencil, and I can add to it. Are you with me? All right, have fun. We'll see you. What time we get out of here? 12:49. It's only 12:48. We had another minute left. We got 30 seconds left. You're free to go. We'll see you. Who learned something today? All right, keep calm and code on.